The following podcast contains strong language and ridiculous cartoon scenarios conjured up by two self-proclaimed comedy wizards. Between you and me, they're more like Saturday morning court jesters fueled by sugary cereal. But either way, the opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their well-intentioned hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Unless, of course, you want to pay them to say something else. You could always use a new pair of shoes.
Hey everybody, welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
And I'm Matt.
And on this podcast, we take a look at some absurd little funny reviews from around the internet, from places like Amazon and Yelp. But before we get to that fun stuff, you know what's been on my mind lately, Matt?
Pray tell. Willie Nelson?
No, but why?
Always on my mind is a song. He sang, multiple other artists have done it too. But what's been on your mind? Well,
when I think of Willie Nelson, I think of McDonald's Coca-Cola. And how, I've been a little under the weather lately. Just a little throat thing that's had me feeling a little fatigued. A little summer cold. And I've been taking a NyQuil, DayQuil, drinking orange juice, emergency, all of the above, and all that stuff helps. But to fuel myself for our little comedy podcast, I like to say I go to the comedy fuel docking station before every podcast recording. I got a McDonald's Coca-Cola, and it's got me feeling right.
So all of those medicinal or preventative drinks, they made you feel second best.
Yeah, right.
And Coca-Cola has always been on your mind.
Always on my mind. Is that how the song goes?
No.
Did I nail it?
Somebody may have sang that. Willie Nelson's more like, if I made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry, I was blind. And you're like, Willie, let's get a few more beats per minute to this thing here.
Always on my mind.
The Time Life commercial is only so long. You need to press some other songs.
You know what? Does Willie Nelson even sing songs?
Hey, On the Road Again. Yeah, that one's sung.
On the Road Again. That's the Willie I know.
Maybe he just excitedly talks songs.
On the road again. Got a McDonald's Coke and I'm on the road again.
Gonna watch The Big Green with my friends.
I can't wait to try this McDonald's Coke again.
That's the Willie I know and love.
Now that's the Willie. There's another great catchphrase for the show. That's the Willie. All right, Willie, you got a review for us?
I do. And I'm going to take us on the road. I'm going to take us to Wigwam Village Inn. This is one of those old motor hotels on the road that used to be America, with the teepee looking, the cement teepee.
Yeah, with the unchecked racism.
Yeah.
Just sort of rampant about.
Just monuments to racism and consumerism built into one.
And if that's not America, I don't know what is.
Nothing comes close. So there aren't too many of these wigwam villages left. This is the Wigwam Village Inn in Cave City, Kentucky. A Google review from Rico Adams. Rico writes, "It's a bit old and outdated, but it's very cute and enjoyable. My girlfriend and I enjoyed the experience. There was a playground there for the kids. We didn't bring any, but going by the actions of the other patrons' children, it was pretty fun. The clerk was very nice and knowledgeable. We'll most likely return. Not everyone can say they slept in a place like that. 4 out of 5.
What the? No. What have you done? What have you brought before me today?
Yeah, it's not like...
Hey, we went and slept in a wigwam. We watched other people's kids. It was fantastic. 4 stars. So I'm unsettled. I am
I'm pretty sure Rico Adams is a fake person. He's an alien or a body snatched. He's a pod person. Because the way he phrases that, it's like, I forgot to bring my swim trunks, but the pool looked fun. Only it's kids.
I mean, if we were to give him the benefit of the doubt, I think it's just a joke that didn't land, right? But boy, does it not land. It didn't land on this joke isn't funny territory. It tumbled past that, careened off into this guy might be a pervert category.
So more of, we didn't bring any kids on this trip, but we sure brought some home.
Oh no! The old, hey, if this wasn't America enough, let's throw some human trafficking in it, huh?
Yeah, people do that with like animals. I know, like, oh, look at that dog. Yeah, we found this dog when we were camping, and you know, we cut its collar off and de-chipped it and everything. But it's a kid.
And I guess the other, why 4 stars? It sounds like they had a great goddamn time.
It sounds pretty cool. I don't know. A lot of the other reviews, he does say it's a bit old and outdated.
Oh, okay.
But these things were built.
The kid they tried to abduct fought back.
The children in Kentucky are strangely strong.
These Kentucky kids are badass, dude. They're
all little wiry boys.
Yeah, all claws and canines when they tried to mess with these kids.
They're callous and tough.
All those 11 herbs and spices really firing them up.
These kids got spunk and spice.
Spunk and spice. Is that a new Yankee Candle flavor?
Yeah, Yankee Candle spunk and spice.
Spunk and spice.
Scratch and sniff the magazine when it comes out. Before we move on from the Wigwam Village, I also just want to bring Ashley Eakin's review to the table. She gives it a 5 out of 5. But I don't know if I'm going to give her that rating. She says, really great experience. It is a wigwam, so insects are in the room.
No!
I think she might just be dumb.
I think she's dumb too.
I hate to say it, but there's cement buildings. They're not actual wigwams.
Oh, she thought these were fucking real-ass wigwams.
That's why there's bugs in the room, honey, because it's a wigwam.
Yeah,
if we were saying if it was a Hogan or a Longhouse, maybe we would not have the bugs.
That was just her jerk husband trying to get her shut up about the bugs.
Yeah.
He's trying
Go
to
to
save
sleep,
a bug.
Ashley. It's a wigwam. That's why there's bugs. Oh.
Of
okay.
Did you leave a review, honey? Did you tell that? Yeah, I told him about the bugs. Good. That's
5
good
out of 5.
5 out of 5. Maybe she made friends with the bugs.
Yeah, I've got some Animal Crossing villagers who are all over that lifestyle.
Yeah, maybe she's just a lazy villager.
Yeah.
Hey, it doesn't sound like the bugs were bugging her too much. I got a review here from Cindy. Cindy on Amazon, the famous Cindy of Amazon fame.
Preach to us.
She has a review for Sock'em Boppers, inflatable boxing pillows.
More fun than a pillow fight. Come on.
You betcha. More fun than a pillow fight. 2 pairs of clear boppers. These are clear ones. I didn't have clear ones as a kid.
Oh.
She titles it White Elephant Gift. And she writes, these were a white elephant gift for Christmas. Adults, quote, bopped, unquote, each other for quite some time with no problems. Didn't take long to inflate and still holding air days later. What kind of sock and popping are these adults, quote unquote, adults doing?
They were
whatever they were doing, it definitely sounds more fun than a pillow fight.
Yeah, they're getting turned up. Bring it out. I'm not gonna make inappropriate jokes about a white elephant gift. I can't do that. I
think. Listen, I'm gonna let me just lay it out there, folks, who's not catching on to our little riff here. These people put sock and boppers on their penis.
They just ran into each other.
It's the classic pre-orgy white elephant gift exchange. That precedes. That's where white elephant came from. The Christmas orgy.
Because everyone's pale and disgusting.
Yeah, and that's why she got the clear one, so you could still see the goods inside.
I can't even. Oh.
Yeah, to move away from. I laid it out there, and now we're gonna leave it there. When I was a kid, we wanted extra sets of sock and boxers so we could wear them on our feet and our So it's not just boxing, we wanted kickboxing.
Okay, so not just like moon shoes, because I wanted the moon shoes.
Oh man, moon shoes plus sock and boppers, that's like... I hope
you're Dragon Ball Z up in here.
Yeah, I'm surprised the military hasn't harnessed such power. Dude. And that would be unstoppable.
Soldiers on the battlefield. What was that? I didn't hear anything. The $6 million kid comes bouncing in.
Yeah, he's jumping in the air, flying down, landing, punching the ground with a sock and bopper. A fissure goes out, levels 10 buildings.
He takes his Nerf action, whistling football, and
you hear it whistling in the distance.
It echoes across the desert. Pack it up, we gotta get out of here.
We can rebuild him. We can make him more fun than a pillow fight.
We can make him Namco.
The $6 million kid. That's funny. That rocks, dude.
That does rock.
He's fueled. He's got like a little pixie stick compartment in his back. And you're just like, oh no, he's low on pixie stick. Get him out there, Johnson. And got a soldier running with a dollar store 6-pack of pixie sticks to get the $6 million kid going.
It's raining. Oh, it's all clumping together.
Oh no, $6 million kid's only weakness.
Come inside, Johnny. You can't have war games out in the rain.
Come on, Mama. Oh. Lieutenant Johnson just got me my next batch of pixie sticks. I was ready to go.
Don't make me repeat myself. Don't make me count to 3.
Johnny, the $6 million kid, is going to sock and bop his mom through the roof. Just like that classic uppercut, and then holds the pose.
And then he hides because Dad's going to get home soon.
Yeah, $6 million dad.
Son, your mother's been hit through the roof, I see.
Is this,
Want to tell me how that happened?
This is just like The Incredibles if it was a little bit darker.
Yeah.
A little bit more sinister.
I was going to say Incredibles but cool, but I dig The Incredibles. It's quality film.
Incredibles are cool.
But I'm a bit older now. I need some action.
I know. I'm going to say this to you, and maybe some of our viewers agree. I cannot watch The Incredibles, though, without thinking the dad should be Patrick Warburton.
Warburton, yeah.
Warburton, thank you. I'm just like, they obviously wrote it for him. What happened?
He was probably voicing some other 15 characters at the time.
Joe from Family Guy. He was too busy hitting him with the beater.
Well, I'm gonna take another review here, if that's all right with you.
Yes.
I've got an Amazon review. I'm gonna stop doing that. An Amazon review. Since we're in Kidland right now, I've got an Amazon review for the Whammo Slip and Slide Wave Rider Double Backyard Water Slide. 18 feet.
Holy shit, that thing probably kicks ass.
We're about to find out. John P. writes, "This was a piece of junk. The water jet squirted the grass rather than the slide, and the slide was not slippery. My grandson stuck to the slide like a good... My grandson stuck to the slide like a good wedge shot to the green. He played with it for about 15 minutes, then lost all interest. 1 star.
This is a user error. It has to be.
I read a bunch of other reviews, and they were like, yeah, the way these jets shoot, it shoots away from the water slide. So I am not sure.
I mean, you just hose it. You pre-hose it, don't you?
Yeah, you hose it down. You put some Crisco on there. You put some Dawn or something.
If you want to make Crisco, you got to hit it with the Crisco.
He'll be shooting down there like Clark W. Griswold.
I mean, not to jump away from this asshole's review right off the bat, but my childhood slip and slide memories are nothing but joyous.
Yeah, you go so far, you slide off the edge, and you're just skidding on wet grass.
It has that sort of like puffed, inflated part at the end to kind of hold the water at the end and stop you. But yeah, me and my cousins would get going so fast on those bad boys, we'd fly right off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and just keep going.
Oh! You're getting shredded by the 3 pebbles in the twig that's in the grass.
My old house had like a hill. It was on a hill.
Oh.
Yeah, so we could set it up on the hill and really get some speed going.
And the water slide.
Yeah, we do speed and then do some uppers, hit the slip and slide, do some downers. What kid activity would be good on downers? I guess none. That's kind of the antithesis of kid activity.
Yeah. Bath time.
Bath time. That just would get weird.
Yeah.
The rubber duck would start talking to you.
What are you looking at?
What are you looking at, kid?
Not hot enough in here for you?
Just wash your hair with that Harry Potter hair shampoo, kid.
the shampoo with like the character's head on it. So shampoo's pouring out of Harry Potter's dome.
Yeah, just opens his mouth.
That's a bit of Expelliarmus, if you know what I mean.
You think? So we're Muggles. Muggles have slip and slides. What do Harry Potters have when they want to have some kid fun?
Ooh.
Do they make like a... Because if I remember correctly, Ron's dad worked at like the Muggle research
he was all about Muggle tools.
Yeah, and he actually, funny you mentioned rubber duck. I think that was one of the gags, is like, he asked Harry, like, what's a rubber duck for? And like, Harry didn't know how to explain it.
That must have been in the movies. I don't recall that.
I think it was just in one of the books.
Okay, I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah, it was a one-off gag. It was a one-off gag. Much like the uppers and downers slip and slide joke.
What I really want to know is this John P. says, my grandson stuck to the slide like a good wedge shot to the green. What other old person metaphors are there? Because this one was new to me.
You don't like that one?
I like it. I'm just like, it feels like the old people have been holding out on us.
Tell your dad to get back to work. Start making some more dad jokes. Make some more dad metaphors.
Give me some dad metaphors.
That slip and slide had me sliding like botulism during the Great Depression. Does that one make sense?
He stuck to that slide like the hanging chads on Florida ballots. That's your political dad.
Yeah,
metaphor.
that's your political professor dad metaphor. I don't want to know what that one means.
Yeah, it makes me sad. Ugh.
That slip and slide had me sticking to the pavement like... Wait for it. Had me sticking to it like hot dogs that have been on the grill too long. There we go, folks. Through the uprights. Joke of the goddamn year. Hey, I got a young review here from S. Goodman on Amazon. He titles it "Might Be Good." Oh, it's a review for Emergency Immune Plus Vitamin C drink mix.
Wonder why you're looking that up.
Yeah, it was on the mind. I've been using it quite a bit this week. I do endorse Emergency, a friend of the podcast. As much as I've been talking up McDonald's Coke, Emergency is the old standby. So he titles it "Might Be Good," and he writes, "I think it's good stuff, except if the absorbing acid is made in China, which we don't know. It's very acidic. Do not mix with orange juice. That will make it worse. I mix it with half cup water and half cup carrot juice. Really cuts the acidity and tastes better. Or if you add a little seltzer, you can pretend it's Orange Crush. Hey, whatever works. 4 stars.
We got a scientist over here. Watch out, that acid is tingly.
That might be Chinese acid.
Do we really? Is there a difference? These chemicals originated in China. We can't trust it.
But yeah, I mean, why are these preconceived notions about China are really bringing this review down? I mean, he seems to really like it, except that maybe this one ingredient is made in China. That's insane.
Yeah, he's paranoid.
He's paranoid. The world's got these anti-Chinese sentiments. They're really getting to these people out. This S. Goodman.
How many things are you not enjoying because you're wondering if part of it was from China?
Yeah, I love Chinese food.
Wait a minute, was this salt from China? Himalayan rock salt? Wait a minute, where's that in relation to China? Oh no.
Himalayan, more like
him a staying away.
Him a staying away from that rock salt if it might be from China.
Ew.
And
I like Salt Lake City salt.
Salt Lake City salt. Yeah, I just want to say, I mix it with orange juice. I think if you got hair on your chest, if you're ready to fight, you mix it with orange juice. You get you get a blast of artificial vitamin C. You get a blast of the real vitamin C. You get a sour taste that just opens up your olfactories. That's what it's all about.
Charges through you.
Yeah. I basically what I'm trying to say is S. Goodman is the S in S. Goodman stands for sissy. He's scared of China. He's scared of ascorbic acid. He's scared of... He makes it 1/2 cup water, 1/2 cup carrot juice.
Carrot juice?
Come on, dude.
Because it makes me more comfortable to drink it when it looks orange.
Yeah, right? I mean, he is onto something. I think when you just mix it with water, it tastes kind of bad. But it's you're not drinking Emergency for the flavor.
No, you just pound that stuff.
Yeah, you just pound it to try and get some health benefits, get some energy back when you're feeling in the dumps from a little cold or something. Or if you add a little seltzer, you can pretend it's Orange Crush. I'm going to pretend that you're an orange dork and crush you.
I never heard any of this. And my life will be better for it.
Hey, whatever works. 2 people found this helpful. 2 other dorks. Listen, here on ReviewParty.com, we're on Dork Watch this week, right? Any dorks get in front of my way, they're getting stuffed in a locker. I'm done. I'm done with this.
I'm done too.
Yeah, we're done. You wait and see if we're here after the break. Well, who knows?
Surprise.
Well, What does that mean?
I should have saved that for after the break. Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Well, it looks like we came back. The reboot. Here we go.
Yeah, welcome to reviewparty.com 2.0, bitches.
We've been updated with dork filters.
We're the $6 million podcasters.
We're probably gonna have to leave our keys here when we leave the building because we're dorks too, but not in the way that our boy S was. Sissy Thompson. Welcome to Upon Further Review, where we analyze the things we thought we knew everything about, only to recognize we've been blind this whole time, just like Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson's blind?
He's just in the song, "Girl, I'm sorry, I was blind, but you were always on my mind." And what's always on my mind is how much I can run. I am a running fanatic-ish, which is why today I'm bringing to you two shoes. I'm bringing the Adidas and the Pumas. Are you familiar with these brands, Brent?
Of course. All day I dream about suck.
That's Pumas, like a myth.
Puma stands for people under my always shoes.
Yeah, you got it. Do you know anything else about these two shoe companies?
I think, wasn't Adidas? Adidas is a reactionary brand, right? There's like people that work for a different sporting goods company, and they're like, "This is bunk," and they went and started their own. Or is that off base? Kinda.
Let's just dive right in. Two brothers, Adolf and Rudolf Dassler, lived in the town of Herzogenaurach, Germany. I'm totally saying that right. And they started the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory. They're making shoes together. Times were great. It's bros with souls. They're doing, the Lord's work, making sick souls.
Let me put in a rim shot after that one.
At some point, though, like World War II happens. I don't know. They're in Germany, so all sorts of interesting stuff. But in 1949, the relationship between the two brothers broke down, and Adolf Dassler, his nickname was Adi, decided to break off from his brother and take his name. Instead of Adolf Dassler, he would be Adi Das, and started his own shoe company away from the brother. So Rudolf said, you know what? I'm going to go across the river and start up a business there. And he called it Ruda, which was based off of Rudolf and Dassler. But then he's like, you know what? I don't like the R and the D in there. I'm going to change it to a P and an M and make it Puma. So yeah, two of the biggest shoe companies were from two brothers in the same exact town.
Who hated each other.
On opposite sides of the river, hating each other. So everyone in town is like, ooh, what shoes are you wearing? What shoes are you wearing?
That's what West Side Story is about, right?
Yeah. It's the Pooms and the Dodds.
The Pooms and the Dodds. Man, that'd be cool to live in that town.
Yeah, from what I read, delivery people would intentionally wear the competitors' shoes when they went to one brother's house or something or factory, and the brothers would be so enraged, like, "You take those shoes off, I'm gonna give you some free of mine."
Oh, so they would just get a bunch of free shoes out of it.
Yeah.
That's what we gamers call lay epic troll.
Gaming the system.
Man, if I had a brother and he started a shoe company, they what ambitious boys! I would just piggyback off it forever. Just keep cutting those checks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I get along with my brothers, and if we've got a good shoe company, why mess with success? I don't know what happened, but
it was definitely over like office refrigerator etiquette. Yeah. Someone ate someone's turkey sandwich when it had their name on it.
Rudolph, I was looking in the fridge and I noticed my sauerkraut was missing.
Oh, that's strange.
Where is
What
my
happened to that?
sauerkraut?
I couldn't tell you what happened to that. He goes over, let me smell thine breath.
Scheiße! I am going to the other side of the river. Don't do it, brother. I am going to the other side of the river.
And I see it, dude.
I feel like maybe like once a year they felt a little bit of remorse, and the factories were just like literally on opposite sides, and they just put their hands up on the windows. Or their feet. They put their feet up because they're shoemakers.
Yeah, Christmas time's probably more awkward than like in the Manning household.
Hey, Eli.
They got to go back home for Christmas, and they're decked out in the the Adidas tracksuits. Yeah, the Puma tracksuit. They're just like sitting on opposite end of the tables, stink eyeing each other.
At least they're comfortable, though. You know, physically.
Yeah.
Emotionally, maybe not, but
I mean, if the true story of the refrigerator office etiquette thing, that you can't emotionally cover from someone eating your sauerkraut and turkey sandwich.
No, because that's what you're having every Christmas anyway.
There's no segue to this next review I got for you.
Hey, we don't need it.
You don't need it. You know, you ride a Segway, you're gonna end up going off the side of the Grand Canyon.
Sorry, dude. What a way to go.
A true Icarus, a modern Icarus story.
Mm-hmm.
Flew segued too close to the sun. Anyway, we got a review from Dan H here off of Yelp. This is for McDonald's in Kokomo, Indiana. Without further ado, Dan writes, stopped about 2 p.m. today to get an iced tea while I was traveling through town. I didn't eat. This McDonald's, and I hope it wasn't a fluke, appeared to be one of the best run ones that I have been to in a long time. All the employees were in uniforms with hats on, especially those preparing the food. I found that the proper hair restraint, per health code, is getting more and more rare. There's a new employee on the register, and she had a trainer right next to her, helping her the whole time. Many times now, you have a new person with no one helping them. It was decently busy, but they are definitely embracing the clean-as-you-go mentality. As an old McDonald's manager, I haven't seen a lot of the very positive things that I saw today in a long time. With the ever-expanding and contracting menu, it has to be hard to keep up with everything, but this crew seemed to be doing a great job. I hope that the next time I stop in for a drink, it is just as good. 5 stars.
And they say you can't go home again.
Listen, it sounds, I don't know what you got from this, but it sounds like Dan H got a goddamn iced tea and felt like stretching it into a fucking novel.
I mean, he's a former manager.
I'm a former manager, and I know hairnets when I see them.
He sounds like somebody who graduated from college, 3, 4, 5 years ago, and he went back and was like, yeah, this place still holds up. When I was here, everybody did it this way. Everybody walked the right way on the sidewalk. It's good to see some people are still walking the right way on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's some. I've been to some junky McDonald's, but like, people wear hats. Why would you notice that? Like, people be wearing hats. New people get trained. This is wild. He's just saying the obvious. He's just. I don't know, man. I don't know about this.
So it's a questionable review? To you?
To me, I guess the reason I grabbed it is I just thought it was funny that this guy turned his one sentence, I got an iced tea, it was fast and convenient, 5-star review into 4 paragraphs.
But let's be serious about the state of McDonald's today. While I have you, let me wax poetic.
Exactly. He put on his little beatnik hat, his sunglasses.
Bling, bling, bling.
It was decently busy, but they were definitely embracing the clean as you go mentality.
Brothers and sisters.
Snaps. I don't want. What do you think? Tell me what you think.
Yeah, I guess he is showboating a little bit. He's a performer in his review. Some people like to perform in their reviews. Some people just do the performing and get reviewed for it, and that's what I want to bring in this next review. I was a little nervous about bringing this. It's a new website. This is a review of Fire Guy from thebash.com. Thebash.com is a sister site to The Bump or The Knot. Those are websites for people who are having kids coming and weddings coming. And,
it
helps.
They're just like, what's a cool noun?
Yeah. So they got more things than I ever knew. They've got thebash.com, which you can hire. You can hire all sorts of things for your parties, whether it's...
Slip. I run a slip and slide review website called Slip.
Anyway. Yeah, you can hire like a mariachi band. You can hire a Marilyn Monroe impersonator. It lists people from all over the country, but obviously you can search closer to you first. And this is a review for Fire Guy. This guy actually performed at the Wisconsin State Fair a few years back and got the world record for most fire eaten in 60 seconds.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Don P. from Guelph, Ontario writes, "We booked a 1-hour show. He did not come prepared with a 1-hour show. At the end of the show, he said, 'I stayed up on stage for an hour. I'll take the 1-hour check amount.' That is not a performer. That is a timekeeper. We did not see what was promised in a telephone conversation with him. Very disappointing." So the rating for this is one that I've never seen before. She gives it 0.5 star out of 5.
Whoa.
Right? Batch.com is brutal. They're lethal with what they let you do.
Can you leave a 0.1 star?
I don't know. I'm going to have to, hire myself a mariachi or something, or a bad ventriloquist that's racist and leave him a bad review. But Fire Guy does respond. He says, "There was confusion about the show length because we discussed 1 hour and 30-minute pricing. The invoice I sent was for 30 minutes. When I got there, you gave me a check for the hour-long price. I gave it back to you saying I had a 30-minute show planned and would try to make it longer. I did make it longer and the kids loved the show. I signed autographs for 10 minutes after. Here's the Instagram post you wrote about the show. Our students had a blast. With a special guest for the Skateathon Celebrity Assembly. Fire Guy. He lit everyone up with excitement with all of his tricks and stuff." So, he's firing right back at
He's got
Dawn.
receipts. He's got receipts.
He's got receipts. He's got Insta posts with rave reviews. And he's he's flaming right back. That was the reason I really bought this. Do you want to like bash somebody who eats and messes with fire as their business?
Have you played Streets of Rage?
You are playing with fire right now.
There's an enemy in Streets of Rage who, like, it's a classic, like, Double Dragon beat 'em up game with sort of a 90s neon twist.
Right. Walking up and down the street.
Yeah, one of the enemies is just a fat guy who runs back and forth breathing fire. You don't mess with that guy.
No.
Right? He'll kick your ass and show you Instagram posts about how cool people thought it was.
I roasted you. Check it out. Everyone loves it.
Yep. Got Boba Bo on here. Boba Bo the strongman. Knocking blocks off with Instagram. He's got it on Instagram Live. Hey, check this out. You said you love this on Instagram Live. You two-faced bashbooty.com reviewer.
Yeah, I wouldn't take the risk. Like, this guy has my information if I hired him.
He's got information. He's got chemicals for fire. He breathes fire.
He breathes and eats the flames.
He breathes the flames. He eats the flames. He signs the autograph. He goes on the Instagram.
He does it all. Have you seen the movie Rear Window? The old Hitchcock movie?
No, I haven't.
It's like Disturbia, but older and cooler.
Okay. Less Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, less Shia LaBeouf by a long shot. Much more old Jimmy Stewart, but being awesome Jimmy Stewart. Same sort of thing. He sees some bad crime he thinks happen out the back window. And at one point, he's looking through the window and all the lights are off in the neighbor's apartment. But then you just see the little flame of a cigarette as the guy is smoking in the dark. And you're like, oh, that's the scariest thing ever. Can you imagine leaving a 5-star review and then just anytime you roll on your side in bed and you look out the window and you see the glow of fire coming out of someone's nostrils or something? Fire guy.
Yeah, he has a cool eye patch and he takes off the eye patch and it's just a flaming orb.
Oh! So he's like Nicolas Cage, but much, much, much cooler.
Yes. Before we move on, I'd like to give you some single syllable words, and I want you to tell me what website it's for.
Okay.
All right. Punch.com.
It's for all your drinking and beverages out of bowls.
Slip.com.
For sexy negligees and stuff.
Ooh.
Things you wear under trench coats.
Twist.com.
Oh, it's for orgy people.
Slap.com.
It's exclusively for teenagers who huff the keyboard spray.
And the last one, dunce.com.
It's just about Dunston checks in.
Oh.
The chimpanzee starring movie.
Yeah, I think that's the best one. I'm going to start that website right after this recording. We need more Dunston content out there, people, and I'm ready to supply it. Is there a Dunston Checks In podcast? How many times has Dunston checked in?
I don't know. Once, twice.
Dunston checks in 1996. Is there a sequel section? There's only one Dunston checks in.
You know, I if we're gonna be talking about old, questionable content movies,
let me send you this poster first.
Oh boy. Oh, Dunston, you shouldn't have. Save some sizzle for the screen. You can't show that much skin and hair on the poster. Give me something to look forward to. Yeah,
just go, folks, if you want to see this, the sweetest movie poster ever made, just go to the Dunston Checks In Wikipedia page. And, Dunston's... I'm checking out, Dunston checking in. That's all I got to say.
Dunston's surfing on a suitcase in red boxer shorts and nothing else.
Woo! I'm getting dunce, but I'm sorry to interrupt. What? Continue.
Yeah. If we're gonna talk about bad, questionably bad, but still we have a really, really soft place for them movies. Real quick, I have Best Buy review for Weekend at Bernie's.
Yep.
I pray to God you've seen this movie and its sequel.
I don't know if I've seen probably both of them in bits and pieces 100 times over on Comedy Central, right?
That's all I need to know.
Situations.
That's all I need to know. Movie Man titles his review one of my all-time favorite 80s films. Weekend at Bernie's hasn't aged well, and that's okay. This movie was one of my favorites as a kid, and I still appreciate it now. Stuffing a dead guy into a suitcase and pretending he's still... Stuffing a dead guy into a suitcase and pretending he's still living. Ideas like that are rare nowadays. 4 stars. You all right over there?
No! Oh, this guy's like, holy shit,
It really brought me back to that Warriors review with the guy. Gangs have changed, obviously. It's the same thought process.
Oh, man. No, this is... I can't even think of, like, movies with original cool premises. I don't think Weekend at Bernie's is the best one. I don't think Weekend at Bernie's is the most original movie out there, dude. Oh, God. Oh,
Such a rare idea. Like Memento. You've got a protagonist who suffers from memory loss, and you've got a plot that's all jumbled up. It's not told in order. That's wild. You've got Inception, a dream within a dream within a dream within a movie.
Right.
But let's put those on the shelf for a moment. You stuff a dead guy in a suitcase and pretend he's alive. That's a good idea.
You stuff a socialist politician in a suitcase and pretend he's alive.
That's the movie I want to see.
I've heard many of you people recommended me a film that I did not know about. It's about me. It's about me, if you believe that. Weekend at Bernie's.
Bernie.
Now, this film does not make one mention of America's healthcare situation today, and that is not acceptable. That is why I am starring in the remake of Weekend at Bernie's.
I'm going to have to watch this again because someone else in another review, I remember they said that there's a Hillary joke in there somewhere.
No way.
I don't know.
No way.
It confused me too because it's an 80s movie. Was Hillary that big of a figure at that point? I don't know.
Kind of, but I mean, wasn't Bill sort of an unknown entity until his
Papa
big
Prez?
His big presidential or Democratic
until he whipped that saxophone out.
Right, until he whipped out his saxophone. That was on a plane. That was on international waters.
No one knew.
No one. We're not allowed to talk about that.
Okay.
FBI, please. We know nothing about the Clintons. They're good people. Wink, wink. Let's get the hell out of here, dude.
Yeah, let's close the doors. Leave shop.
Thank you for listening to our, as we like to say, wonderful little podcast.
It means the world to us that you listen to this show.
It does.
I'm not going to continue.
Please continue. One more bar.
If you tell all your friends about this show that listen to reviewparty.com, don't you dare tell a soul. I shouldn't be saying that, but I love that he's like, don't you dare take a breath or shut your eyes. That's what it is. Oh, it's so creepy, but I love that line. Tell your friends. You're doing us great service if you do.
Yeah, tell your friends. Word of mouth is the best way to show us support. If you'd like to send an absurd review for us to get pissed at, please send an email with a hyperlink to reviewparty.com@gmail.com and include your names, because we would love to give you credit for that.
If you enjoy the quote content that we make with our voices and would like some more quote content, we have a blog that we write, and you can either read that on our website by going to reviewparty.com and clicking blog, or at the bottom of our homepage, you can sign up for the After Party Review newsletter, where we fill you in on the latest episodes and blogs and maybe other stuff that's on our mind. Or if you just want to email us and say, hey, sometime, reviewparty.com, reviewparty.com
tell us
at
you
Gmail.
like us. We're lonely, just tell us you like us. But as far as the newsletter goes, it's worth subscribing just for the graphic Matt made for it. The After Party Review graphic, it's a thing of beauty.
It's the nighttime.
It's like our regular graphic, but it's a nighttime. It's neon and hoocha macha bachacha. Subscribe wherever you're listening, whether it be iTunes, Spotify, or wherever podcasts are sold. And please leave us a review on iTunes. Leave us a 5-star review. That is not in question, but in the body, be as wacky as you want, because if we deem them funny enough, we'll definitely feature them on the show.
Yes, tell us about the tea and then everything else. Write it in reverse order, letters, whatever you want.
Or just a series of ridiculous non sequiturs, followed by put a stick in it. That would be really funny. I would laugh.
Gotta love Willie.
Gotta love Willie. Follow us on Twitter as well.
Also, check out Nosebleeds on Spotify. Nosebleeds, one word. They're awesome guys, letting us use their songs as often as we do. So give them some love.
Give them some love. I got a little rumor about that. There may be a new album coming out next week.
Yeah, the little internet birdies told me that they're the first artist signed to Thumbs Up Records. If I'm remembering that right.
I think you nailed it.
Sounds so cool.
I believe 4 days after this is released on Tuesday, the following Friday, that will be new record out Friday, August 14th. Just a few days after this one drops. I'm sure we'll be plugging it again next week as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all the plugs we got for you on this little plug station 64. I got a nice little review to play us out.
Let's set sail.
This is a review from Chris88 on Amazon.com. Oh, it is a review for Con Air, the Nicolas Cage film.
Yeah.
He titles it 2 thumbs up. The review reads, one of Nicolas Cage's best performances. 3 stars.
Oh, that says a lot about Nick.
Hey, we dedicate this episode to Nicolas Cage. Thank you for listening, everybody. This is ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
Take it easy out there, folks.
Bye.